welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dori. I'm a little early for the open house so that I can get some cameras set up for you guys. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to live stream to Facebook the speaking because Facebook doesn't have any time limit and we can just put that on live and leave it go. Then I'm going to set up my iPad in a different area so we can get an idea of what's going on during the open house. And then any lives that I do, I'll be going live to Instagram. So if you guys are curious what's going on tonight and you want to see all the fun, you can catch us live on my public page on Facebook. We're going to be live on Instagram, and I will be recording something to edit for YouTube as well. So I'm going to spin you guys around and give you just a quick sneak peek. Look, we got all kinds of prizes. Look at the prizes. Who likes winning stuff? I don't know who likes to win stuff. But there's all kinds of fun stuff, and they've got it all nice set up, and cocktail tables to stand around, and they're serving wine. What do you got? We're live. You can be a star.
We got white wine, red wine, water, and ginger ale.
Yay! And I'm drinking the super white wine, water. that's Dori. So I will tune in a little bit. I just wanted to let you guys know that you get to come. We're going to be set up. We're going to have lives, and I will see you guys in a little while. It's going to be so fun. We're going to talk health, wellness, all the good stuff, all the things we love. So I'll see you guys so soon. Bye, guys. Guys, welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dori. We are going to peruse and we're going to go through the crowd. We're going to hang out. We're going to say hi to some people and see what we're doing at Life Path. Let me flip you around. You guys have some lovely hors d'oeuvres. We were not wrong about the non-keto food, though. There's definitely nothing here Dori can eat. So, this is everybody who came to hang out. Today we're here to see some amazing speakers. We're going to learn about health and wellness. Dr. Jed! The amazing host of this event, Dr. Jed.
Brush your teeth.
That's right. Brush your teeth. So, stay tuned, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be all kinds of really cool demos to check out. They're doing all different kinds of service demos. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have so much fun. Wave to the YouTube camera over there. We're going to be on YouTube, too. So, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Everybody is arriving, and it's just getting started. Look how packed it is. Wall to wall, baby. Packed. And everyone here is here to learn about health and wellness and what we can do in our local communities to promote health and wellness. So I'll see you soon, guys. We're going to have so much fun tonight. Party with the water. See you soon, guys.
So after the tour, you guys can come back and mingle and get to know what she all has to offer, okay? So as you can see here, we have some facial treatments happening. So in our med spa, facials are good for men and women, okay? So it's not just for women, okay? You can see we have Todd here. He's here having a facial with Leslie right now. And as we walk through,
Really jelly, Todd.
another facial happening.
Just saying. Totally jelly.
Please feel free after we're done the tour to go into the rooms and see what's happening and ask some questions, okay? And you see here we have some massage happening, which is great. Our massage therapist right now.
So one really good is like I said, it's really good to incorporate it into your regimen. Especially more so if you have oilier skin. Now if you have drier skin, you want to do it maybe once a week, whereas if you have oilier skin, 2 to 3 times a week.
volunteer to be next, just saying.
It's also good for issues like that. So it's very good for that too. So follow me through here, guys.
Oh, thank you. Hello, darling.
Here, she's actually having a crown cut, and this crown is actually going to be milled on our own milling machine, which you'll see down at the end of the office, okay? So you can see here too. When you come back, they can show you how they actually scan the front of the tooth, and that's how the crown is actually made. So it's 3D, it's digital, which is really, really amazing. This is Dr. Myers, everyone. Wave to Dr. Myers.
Hi, Dr. Myers.
The patient, and then Michaela's the assistant. And then
Hello to the patient, too. You do exist?
Our in-office whitening, okay? So you can see, usually with in-office whitening, you can get anywhere from 1 to 3 shades difference. It takes about approximately an hour and a half, which is pretty amazing.
How much does it cost? My people are going to ask. They want to
It's
know.
$400.
Okay.
If you're here tonight, as you guys are guests, you can. If you book your appointment, it's $200 for this evening only. So this evening only is a really good hot special. And then everyone, as you walk through here, you're actually going to see that we have a new patient exam happening.
They forget everything.
So we're hoping that it'll be okay.
Yeah, you
He's
bet.
actually
Yeah,
looking
no,
at
no,
the patient's
we'll figure
nose.
it
He's
out.
going to treat exactly what our patient needs. He's going to have our x-ray done so we can educate our patients on what's happening in the mouth. Okay? So in our office,
Aren't you supposed to be hole punching? Supposed to be hole punching everybody. Hole punching it. They say. Sorry. I think it's good.
Totally got that on Instagram. Blah, 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 blah. I love it. You guys are doing an amazing job. Hello. And thank you for being on display for us. We appreciate this so much. Hello, darling. What do you got set up over here? This looks interesting.
We have in-office and home care for high-risk caries, dry mouth, periodontitis, and tooth sensitivities.
Oh.
Care for the patients that they can use at home, find it in pharmacy or in the office.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you so much, hon.
okay? So when you watch, this is flyers. So this new system's going to be amazing. And again, it's patient-specific. We actually measure the space between the teeth and you have a proper brush just for that size. If you come back after the tour to see the hygienist, they'll explain all that to you as well as me, okay? Follow me. And again, another hygienist. And then this is our administrative.
That's the latest that I've been. Yeah, you're okay with that?
Thank you.
This hallway, we have a lot of different providers that are It's great. Out there, he's a bad boy. He's not cutting his patient. So this is Dr. Klein, our chiropractor. Yes. Now, as we mentioned, when you go through, you have those cards, everyone. Everyone has to
This is the photo area. I'm going to take pictures later, just saying.
Like in this hallway, you have to come in your suite. How's everything? Our reference So we have a whole suite of
Hello, sir.
everyone. So you can see we encompass all different types of medical, okay? Not just dental, not just spa. We do everything. And here you can see Dr. Key is actually doing some acupuncture.
Are you doing free adjustments?
So Dr. He specializes in all different types of acupuncture to treat all different types of things. I have bursitis on my shoulder. I had 4 rounds with him, and now I have full movement of my arm. I can actually get my coat on. Before my treatments with him, I couldn't even move my shoulder back, and I couldn't even do a full circuit with my arm. So it's amazing what acupuncture can do for you. Okay? So follow me, everyone.
Boop, boop.
interactive with us about everything that we offer, okay? So follow me. Yeah. Oh, she's cheating.
Oh, I stabby.
Now.
Thank you,
You're going to
darling.
look by me anyway, so
That's right.
right?
Thank you,
I
darling.
love your hair.
Thank you. I love yours too. I got two.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, guys.
So now we're gonna come here.
Hi.
Great. So we'll sneak through this way. Make sure you follow me all the way to the other side, okay?
Okay. You guys get to see the train station section now, which is my favorite. It's the newest edition, and it's so amazing. Check this out. It's set up to look like a train station.
All right, so we'll head on to the light path.
Check it out. They even have like the luggage set up. Dr. Jed was really happy about that.
Just for children, okay, everyone? Which is super. You can see all the chairs. Come on in, everyone. You can see that all the chairs are small for children. You can see that everything's very interactive for children. So it's a really special place. These doctors go back and do special training where they just treat kids. So, and it's children from all different special needs, and just children that are super nervous. Okay? And our doctors here also will go to the hospital if a child just really needs a lot of treatment, and just doing treatment here in our clinic isn't working and they have to have general anesthetic, then our doctors have to have hospital privileges as well. Yes. Hey ladies, we have something exciting happening here. This is our ortho department. So you can see here we're actually scanning a patient for Invisalign. And what Invisalign is, it's invisible braces, okay? But it's all done, it's all generated, your treatment is generated through the computer. So it's really fascinating. So you can see here, she's actually scanning the teeth. That's going to get put into the computer. And what happens is it gets sent off to the actual Invisalign hub, and they generate how many trays you need, how long you need, everything else like that. So it's pretty special. Yeah. And then again, you can see
Thank you so much for being on display for us. We appreciate it.
to our kids. We're just going to do a little walkway, and you can actually see where we have our special treatment rooms for the children.
Chew on this. I love it.
So we're just going to enter one of our rooms so you can actually see what
They're so cute. I saw them the other day.
So this is actually what we call quiet room, okay? So this is when if a child needs nitrous oxide or oral sedation, this is where they would go. So the doors close, everything's very intimate, and the focus is just on the child. So yeah, so you can see that the rooms are very interactive and is geared to just children, which is fabulous, for sure. And then down here we have our other rooms. So we have kind of a nice little theme that kind of goes through each different room. And then we have two
Dinosaur room. We got to come into the dinosaur room.
Same with that light path. We have two quiet rooms too. We have nitrous oxide or sedation. We have rooms where the doors are shut, so it's very quiet. Same with that kind of teacher that's a lot of times where your doors are closed.
So amazing for kids, right?
We work with special needs and they would just
I would definitely do
love
this in our
it.
clinic, so it's true. Majority
I work with special needs adults too.
Sorry?
Yeah, I said I work with special needs adults too. I'm a full-time care aide for special needs
Yeah,
adults. That's what I
whereabouts?
do. I live in Strathmore.
Okay, yeah.
I live in Strathmore, and
Work with AIM or?
Fame is where he actually goes during the day, and he lives with me full-time other than that. So,
Here's actually a patient in our clinic right now. Okay.
I'm a past patient.
In any part of our clinic. Okay, awesome. I'm excited to have you guys over.
One of the girls I went to high school with works here.
Yes, for the doctors. They have a lot of their stuff on the walls and stuff like that.
That's cute.
Oh, he's Please go to all the different departments, ask questions, get more stamps, okay? Go into the rooms where the spa treatments are happening. Go into the rooms where cleanings, the crown is. They're all ready for you, okay? So I'll walk you over. You can split up for me if there's a certain area that you're interested in, or if you want, I can guide you there, okay? Is anyone interested in one specific area, or do you want to go with bingo on your own? Okay, all right. Well, thank you. My name's Abby, everyone. Thank you. Hi, Abby. You're welcome.
We want to have tea quite late.
Yes. Well, tonight you missed. You guys came a little late. So tonight, like you said, it's $200.
Yeah.
Thank you. And actually, it's only $400.
Right.
And our take home, which is like where you have trays and then you have to do the waiting at home, is a regular $200. So you're getting you get 3 shades in an hour and a half for $200. Is pretty amazing. No. So all you have to do is book the appointment.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. We direct bill, but whitening is cosmetic. So. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Every department in our clinic direct bills to insurance companies. Yeah. We're fully set up for all that. We like to make everything as convenient for our patients as possible. Okay. So guys, we're coming up to our selfie. So you can see just a little bit of history. This side is the original life path. Okay, that's what we started off as. This little part here was actually the pet store, which is now across the way. And then the whole section over here was actually where you would rent DVDs.
Okay.
So we've taken over this whole section. Dr. Snadek's vision is to have everything in one convenient location. So that's what we've developed. Once you go to the corporate side, you'll actually see that we even have physiotherapy over there. Yes, and we even have counseling. We don't have our therapists here, but we also do counseling as well. So we encompass all wellness. And we have a naturopathic doctor as well. I forgot that part. Yeah, and this is your selfie section, everyone. So please come and get...
Oh my God, let me take a selfie.
Yeah.
I'm so stopping later. Someone has to goof around with me, though. I'm just saying.
Pardon?
I said someone has to goof around with me, though.
Hey, this group, let's go do a selfie together.
Yeah, tour group selfie. What?
Let's go. Let's get in here.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the live, guys, so that we can take a selfie. Love you. See you soon.
Camera now. We're recording now, so if you want to say hi,
Okay, we got a new crew coming
guys.
in. Everybody's got to leave.
Have fun. Not a bad recording, so that's funny. And I'll make sure I don't edit it out.
Oh, okay, yeah. She just said she's watching us live. So.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for coming tonight, you guys. I'm Dr. Jen Snadek with Life Out Wellness. Thanks for coming out. We have some... No applause, please.
Just throw money.
Really exciting night tonight. We're overwhelmed with the support from the community and all you guys from the big city that came out tonight. Thank you for coming out. We got some really gangbuster news to break out to you tonight. We're quite excited about what's happening here in the big city of Chestermere as a supplementary source to healthcare in Calgary and the whole Chestermere Lake area. We've been here 20 years doing dentistry. 13 years ago we started with this Life Path Wellness concept. It's been a long passion of myself trying to get a whole group of people working together to provide better services for our patients. It's 13 years we refined the product. It's getting better and better at all times. We're up to about 105 practitioners between support staff that work in here. In any given day we service approximately 35,000 actual patients. We have probably 55,000 charts. There's only 20,000 people that live in this town. That's impressive. I don't care who you are, and we have probably 400 to 600 new patients every month. So it's whatever we're doing here, it's working. I think it's the future of healthcare. I think the little mom and pop shops of the future will be minimal. This efficient machine that we have here that runs 7 days a week and pretty well is a one-stop shop for your body is the future. And you're standing in it right here, and they last a long time. Just like my grandfathers and fathers in the States where we come from, they last probably for 100 years. Unless there's not bodies in the future, we'll have a business model to be providing some form of health care here at the life path that you're standing in right now. I think I want to start with Bob Langs from Dallas, Texas. This is the first exciting speaker you're going to talk to tonight. He's on the cutting edge of using the internet and technology to provide better health care to people in the United States. We're looking at we're in the process of joining forces to bring their technology here and to help provide more efficient health care to the masses and to really take a lot of pressure off our medical doctors and the healthcare system, especially the emergency rooms and the hospitals, where a lot of these chronically ill people are showing up and clogging up the system. So, without further ado, Mr. Bob Langs, everybody.
Hey, thank you. I'm excited to be a part of the solution. This is amazing. I love Canada, and this is an amazing opportunity that Dr. Jen is bringing, changing the way healthcare is provided. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what we do. And that is we're a data collection company for our patients. We collect data 24 hours a day on the patients from their vitals and their nutrition, their medication. And we put that together and we assess what's actually happening with the patient. We give that in a different format to the doctors and the patients. And we help assess what's going on and then provide alert notifications for the doctors and nurses that need to take care of their patients. And here's an example. I'm monitoring my vitals 7x24, and these are my live vitals right now. But we're putting that together because we're giving access to care for the patients to have access with the doctors, and the doctors to have better access and more information on the patients so they can better assess how to manage their patients. And by doing that, they have the ability to reach out and send messages to the patients. The patients can send messages to the doctors. They can do video conferencing and find out what's actually happening with the patients. Today, when you go in to see a doctor, the doctor does your blood pressure and maybe weighs you, and then he puts a chart on the wall, and you come in and you talk to him for a while, and he has a single snapshot. But with our solution, he now has a data feed of everything that's happening with his patients, and he can help head off before something becomes critical. He can help head off what's going on with the patient. He notices that your oxygen levels are way up, or you're way down, and your respiration rate is up, so you're struggling to breathe. And he finds out maybe your medication, you're not taking your medications, sends you over a gentle reminder, reminds you to do your medications, and then every day he can also send out surveys to you. And all these are automated, so it reduces the staffing effort, but it helps keep you compliant. And by doing all of that, we can keep the patients more compliant, we can be more proactive in our approach and less reactive. We don't wait until the patient comes into the hospital or the emergency room, but we can help head off and tell them what they need to do to better care for themselves and provide access to those patients. It really helps reduce the cost of care in America right now. The highest cost of care are the ER visits and the hospitalization, the ambulance rides. So by allowing a patient to have access to care and allowing the doctor to be able to head off what's going on with the patient, tell them I need to see you or do a video conference, we're going to reduce the cost of care. We're going to provide better access, and we can manage more patients. And the overall cost of something like this is for less than $500, I can manage a patient for a whole year. And there's nothing out on the market like this today. So we want to save lives. We want to help provide better access for our patients, keep them compliant, and also you can provide that same access to care for your family and friends. My mother, I monitor her right now on my phone, and I can call her, or she can send me messages. I can tell her, take your blood pressure, Mom, don't forget to take your steps, have you taken your medication? And a doctor can see when you're about to run out of your medication, contact you and say, do you want your medications? If you say yes, then he can ship them to your house, and he can help keep you compliant and reduce the overall cost of care. This is an amazing opportunity that Dr. Jed has put in here, because by monitoring your patients for everything from dental health, mental health, physical health, you're going to be able to reduce the cost of care and be able to provide better care for the patients. Keep keep access for the patient wherever they're located, provide in-home care, let the patient stay at home and be monitored and managed a little bit better.
Thank you, Bob. I'll add to this right here is their technology, you guys. That watch has probably more proprietary patents and monitors more vitals than any of the competition. It's probably 3 to 4 times as big a field of monitoring that does. He's got one on there right now. But the beautiful part for the system is, you guys, the system is clogged down with the 10 to 15 to 20% of the population that has chronic diseases such as diabetics, COPD, obesity, congestive heart failure. All these people are the ones that are taxing the emergency rooms, the ambulances. That's what you hear every day. That's these people are doing. They're out there just doing what they can to get through life. Now you have this ability to watch them as a family member or as a doctor or one of their nurses who'll be in charge of looking after their health. Just like a dashboard on your car, you'll be able to see when the radiator's overheating, you know what I mean? It'll be like the software alerts the person that's monitoring them, including the family members, that Bob's blood pressure's been up for 3 or 4 days. It's trending higher and higher. We need to intervene. So a lot of these what do you call it, ambulatory or catastrophic events don't happen because people can intervene and stop a lot of heart attacks, strokes, diabetic comas that happen. We nip them in the bud with this technology, and again, it's cutting edge. Just to give you an example how good it is, one nurse on an 8-hour day can manage about 1,000 chronically ill patients and keep most of them out of trouble. Some people will still go over the edge on you, but at least you can see it trending. So by being able to watch all their vitals in real time, and for that software through Bluetooth telling you that these people are trending for trouble, you get to intervene and stop a lot of stuff and slow down on the congestion in our emergency rooms and the hospital, which is the most expensive way to provide health care. This thing saves a lot of money, and because of it, insurance, lives and money, and it helps the system operate more efficiently. And one doctor, instead of able to handle a patient load of 2,000 to 3,000, which is a problem here in Canada, now he can handle possibly 4,000 to 5,000 people, the same doctor, by having his truly sick people or his sick patients monitored with this system. So that's technology, that's the internet helping us provide better health care for our patients. I couldn't be happier and more prouder to be associated with these guys and moving forward to bring this here to Canada. Thank you, Bob. We'll go to Dr. Jorge Serrano next. We're just kind of randomly doing it, guys.
Hola, buenas noches. I'm Dr. Jorge Serrano. I'm the medical director at Baja Med Group. We are a private hospital based out of Tijuana, Mexico. And just out of curiosity, who here has traveled outside of Canada, of the country, for leisure or business? Show of hands. What about San Diego? Tijuana? Less and less hands, right? So San Diego and Tijuana are basically stuck to each other. It's a mega region. And what we are doing is we are showing Tijuana to the world, because it is literally become the medical travel destination because of our geographic location. So in the last 10 to 20 years, there has been a tremendous amount of growth in the number of talented physicians, reputable hospitals, world-class healthcare that you would experience in the Mayo Clinic, or world-class rehab like you have here at LifePath. We have it as well. Now, what we as a practice have every major specialty you can imagine: minimally invasive spine surgery, orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, bariatric surgery, in vitro fertilization, you name it, we have it. And so it just so happens to be that our patient base is very big from Alberta. And it started in about 2010, 2011, and it's been growing ever since. And I have, Alberta's very close to my heart because I get thank you emails and letters every year from patients that are very grateful for what we've done for them. And it's humbling for us as physicians to have patients from 2 borders up north from us still remember us for the medical care that they receive. I get maple syrup 3 or 4 times a year from patients, so keep them coming. We love them. And so basically what we're here to do is to get a partnership, or we've established a partnership with MRG, with Bob. We are going to be the first medical travel center in the world to be able to monitor our post-op patients, not only for the days after surgery, but weeks, months, years, however you will allow us to ensure you that there is a continuum of medical care. Okay, we're basically breaking the way medicine is practiced. We're breaking the paradigm, or how we were taught that medicine is supposed to happen. And so we're here to tell you that there is an option, and not just with MRG, but with Jed. Here at LifePath, we have partnered to be a gateway or a hub to gain quicker access or more directed access into our healthcare system, which is completely private, but so that you guys can have the opportunity to be seen by a world-class spine surgeon. And from the minute you walk into LifePath, maybe in 5 minutes in a video conference, you can see an infertility specialist that trained in Valencia, Spain, which is the mecca of infertility in a heartbeat. And so that's what we're here to offer: immediate access to what you need, not in 6 months or a year or 2 years or 3 or 4. We're here to tell you that your health is first and foremost most important to us, and we put our money where our mouth is. And so our patients that travel to see us, we make it our utmost priority to not just do the surgery and get on with it, but to actually establish a connection, which is something that's an art that's been lost in medicine. And we're here to reclaim it, and we believe in what we do, and we're sure that you will evoke that to you guys the minute you knock on our door. So thank you, Calgary, thank you, Chestermere, and all the great medical professionals like Dr. Summers and MRG and the senior living. This is a cohesion that it goes beyond us, and it's about you guys. And so I'm just happy to be a part of it. So thank you.
My name is Terry Collier, and I've been a professor for the last 30 years, and I've been researching the buying behaviors of seniors. And I'm employed, now that I'm kind of retired from lecturing, by a large seniors conglomerate. You may know of it. It's Steve Susky, which was the founder of Chartwell. They have $3.9 billion worth of assets, and I work for Mr. Susky doing research. I'm here today to tell you that the manner in which we've been delivering seniors care and seniors housing is not working. As you know, we have 12,000 Albertans waiting for beds right now. The NDP government, which, whether we like them or not, said they'd build 4,000 beds. They built about 1,100. We're waiting for more beds to come, and it's not a good situation. What we've done is, with Mr. Susky, with our research funds, is we've created a new model where we've blended 55 plus apartments to independent living. The challenge we have right now is you start at independent living, which is SL2, and then you go to assisted living, then you go from assisted living to long-term care or memory care, then you go to palliative. Every time we move you, it actually affects your life. And the second compound we've had is that the Alberta government has said, we'll deliver your care to your home. What that's done is increase the cost and, more importantly, created isolation. So is there a quick solution? No, but we think we found a couple things that work. And what we're focusing right now, if you have income less than $1,500, we consider that, please don't be offended, but you're economically disadvantaged. The government will be there for you. You'll get a high priority to bed selection. If you have wealth over $4,000 or $5,000 a month, you'll have the opportunity to have private care. There's not many private care beds in Alberta. About 92% is Alberta government funded, but there is some private care, and you'll have that access. But if you're middle class, you're going to have some struggles because you won't be able to afford private care unless you sell your home and burn through that value of your home. And if you have a short stay in assisted living or long-term care, it works. But what we're finding is our residents are living longer. So we've created a market or ability to deal with this, what we call the forgotten middle. University of Chicago just finished a big report for America, and it does all of North America, and it said 40% of seniors have no place to go. So you are blessed in Alberta. You have the Alberta Lodge Act from 1959. The problem with the Lodge Act is you're aware that it takes your it's economically sensitive. So therefore the economically challenged will get first right to beds. So we came up with a new model. It offers basic services of supportive living, SL2, and we've changed it. So right now, Lethbridge, we're getting ready to build one. We have a walk-in clinic in the bottom. The other thing you find interesting we're doing is we're putting daycares in all our seniors' facilities. And you say, why would you do that? Well, we do it because our number one problem is what? The economically disadvantaged employees, because 70% of our employees make less than $22 an hour. So what do we need to provide for them? Is childcare, correct? And we're working on transportation. So to say that the problem is simple, it's not, but there is ways around it. And the most important thing is A, to get seniors so they're not isolated, get them, at the same time, we've got to quit warehousing them. So you're going to see me back in your community in about 3 months, and I'll be doing focus groups on a new initiative called Greenhouse. And Greenhouse are small format care facilities of 15 beds, and it follows a guy named Bill Thomas, who's a gentleman from Harvard Medical School, and there's 250 of them in America. The great news is they cost about 25% less to build than a traditional, I call seniors warehouse, but please don't be offended, but they are like a warehouse. And these things are unique in the fact that seniors actually participate. So they actually help cook the meals, correct? They help clean their rooms. And you say to me, well, if you're in long-term care, well, of course that doesn't work if you're bedridden. But if you're assisted living or you're memory care, you can participate. And we're telling seniors, especially middle-class seniors, look, the government doesn't have enough money for you. You can't afford private care. We've got to reshape this model. So that means we're going to be volunteering in our own buildings where we live, and the research is fantastic. And the second thing I'd like to leave you with Wetaskiwin, I work for a company called Points West Living. They have 22 care facilities. Wetaskiwin is the first one in Alberta, from our knowledge, and I think we're correct, that we're bringing couples in. In the past, if you had dementia, we would separate the couple. And we've got data that proves that if you move in with him, you cut the costs by about 10%. Not only that, but who could watch over more than your mate, correct, than yourself? And so we're taking it, that came from Sweden. And there's some fantastic models. We're taking it upside down. It's all involving the AUPE, Alberta Union of Public Employees. These are great people, but the system's broken. As I said, there's 12,000 people waiting for beds. Most of them will see Jesus before they see a bed. And they're going to have home care, and they're going to think they're getting great care in home care. And some people they do, but most often, think of it logically. 2 hours a day you'll see a home care professional. 22 hours a day you're exposed. Doesn't make any sense. I don't want to get into it for too long, but there is a solution, and JED's part of that solution, where we're going to start integrating healthcare professionals in our buildings, and we're going to make these buildings living buildings. So you're not going to see a building a long ways away. You're going to see them right next to a Save On Foods. It'll be very easy to come visit a senior, very easy to volunteer, and it's going to be a much different system than we've had in the past. I'm glad to be part of that. If you would like to talk about it, I'm here to talk about it. For 30 years, all I've done is research seniors. And guess what? They're all the same, aren't they? We're all the same. We just want to have people visit us. I'll leave you with one statistic. 25% of seniors over the age of 80 see someone once a day or once a week. 25% see someone once a week to once a month. 50% of seniors over 80 see someone once every 3 months to once a year. You have no idea the epidemic of loneliness there is. And don't blame it on that the kids don't care. The kids are in Phoenix knocking golf balls. And that's part of our culture. don't feel bad when you don't visit your parent, but there's another way of doing it, and that's called integrating the community. So the other thing you'll have a fun, I didn't show it here, but I do a lot, we're putting chicken coops outside our facilities. And you say, why is that? Well, you've got to go, if you get a chance tonight, go type in YouTube the Hensioners. H-E-N, just like pensioners with an H. And you're going to see out of Australia, there's 22 care facilities that have chickens, they have pets. The seniors go get the eggs, they bring the eggs, and you cook the eggs. This is not magic, it's fun. And so you'll see this, that came out of Australia. We got the first building care facility. We have a daycare in it, and we're going to have a chicken coop in Red Deer, Alberta. I know it sounds goofy, but it works, and we have the research. Thank you for letting me speak, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to tell you lies. Thank you.
Hold on, I'm going to go on for you guys just for a second, and we'll get Dr. Summers up. Just to show you guys. This is a trip. But he's right. These guys, they're isolated. They have no... That helps them with their isolation. That gives them interaction. It gives them something to care for, right? Remember, being a human being is to look out for others. These guys love that. A little messy, but... So, Terry, he's gone already, but that's what he does. He's trying to change the fabric of senior care. He's turning it on its head. He's got these old age folks working together. Some of them were driving the other seniors around. Some of them were working the kitchen. Some of them were doing repairs in the building. The net result is he has a lot less staff working in these facilities. That's how he gets his rents down to levels where people can afford to stay in them. The old myth that we had to have $10 million to retire is not true. What he's doing is getting a lower cost product to the people, and by keeping them or building them in facilities beside each other, by not moving them to across the country, away from their family and friends, it's extending people's lives and making them have a lot more connection, a lot more sustainability, and a lot happier seniors. So the facilities are revolutionary. It's simple stuff. It's kind of like what we're doing here at Lightpath. It's so simple. Why didn't I think of it? In Terry's case, he's bringing a great new product here. He's going to bring it here to Chestermere. We're probably going to be involved with him there. We're looking at Lethbridge. We're looking at bringing it to Louisiana, my hometown. Couldn't be happier to have him on board. You guys, another rock star. We got a bunch of them here tonight, and I'll let this play a little bit more, but I'd like to introduce our last of our speakers tonight, Dr. Terry Summers, long-term Calgary area, Markham Hall, actually, oral surgeon, 30 years plus. He's taken a couple of years sabbatical, quasi-retirement, but he's come out of retirement to join us here at Lightpath. He starts seeing patients here in a couple of weeks. He's done it all over the years, from car accidents to jaw surgeries, whatever you need. We have that added to our portfolio of dental services here. That having an oral surgeon is the last position that we don't have filled here, and I couldn't be prouder to announce Dr. Terry Summers, our new oral surgeon. Hey.
Well, yeah. Boy, it's a tough act to follow all these guys and this guy. It's just, but it's really fascinating that what he's bringing to the presence of Chestermere and expanding it out to everyone else in terms of healthcare, all of that different aspects. So I'm really glad and welcome to the Lightpath experience. Welcome. Basically, I am the last to be added, I guess. I don't know if that's good or bad, but nevertheless, I'm really privileged to be part of what Jed has provided in terms of caring, truly caring about medical and dental health and all the other different aspects to caring for acupuncture. You've got psychological training and expertise here available. you know, it's cutting edge stuff. So, but right now, he said earlier, whatever they're doing and whatever we're doing here, and now I can gladly say that, is doing something right. And I think what that is to do something that shows we care. We care, and I had thought when I decided to come back out of the sort of semi-retirement, I guess. Prior to that, I had all the hospital privileges and worked in all the major hospitals here, and we did all the traumas, as mentioned, different facial surgeries, reconstruction, even cancer, all of the stuff. That's what an oral surgeon or oral maxillofacial surgeon does. So I think it's important for just to get that out. What I would really like, and what I do enjoy, is what Jed is offering is also education and sharing of information. And when you start to include all the different specialties of dentistry, you have medicine as well, you have chiropractic, and it goes on and on. This is the nucleus, this is the center that will be the model for the future. We're not likely to see individual practices because it was then in the 80s and so on, it's faded away. Now we're into cutting edge, and boy, when we're talking about, when Carrie's talking about the homes, and Jorge here is, he's on the just the best. I love it. So good that he's doing this, because this is the way we need to be careful. And what we need, because of education, because of what we can bring together under one roof, we soon begin to break down barriers that were there sort of hidden in the past between specialists or professionals. We don't need it. You just need to add care of information, and it brings you closer together to all the other healthcare facilities and people. You begin to have a respect. You know, you get a respect, but you don't get to gain that if you're isolated. And this is not a place to be isolated in. And that's one of the major reasons why I felt really just excited, and still do, because right here on the basis, we can actually educate the younger dentists. Younger dentists have not had the experience that I've had. They are general dentists, but some of them may want to go to specialties, who knows, and they need to rub shoulders with these guys, they're specialists. We can educate them and maybe abbreviate, shorten that time of education that I had to go through for 30, 40 years plus when I got out of school. When you get training as a specialist, as a professional, let's just leave it at that, you're in sort of the so-called safe space of the world. And nothing wakes you up more than coming out of school, setting up practice, setting up the realities of business administration, all of the things that, and most importantly, caring for the patient. That is a real chunk right there of awakening, but it's life. We all have to put our big boy pants on eventually, and this is where that happens. There's no hiding it. Jed is bringing this all together so that all of us can share knowledge, share ultimately respect, and dialogue where, you know who wins from this? The patient. That's you. That would be me. And so I couldn't think of a better place to be, and I've been said this to Jed, where the heck have you been all my life, man? Because I've had the same really rewarding experiences, and I feel it in my heart when someone says thank you. Jorge knows that. This is what brings the best of the best practitioners together, is a center. This center is going to attract better, more professionals that really are top of their field, because you're rewarded. You can look forward to going to work. You can actually enjoy that all the time. And I feel that here. I feel the positive vibes are really good here. And of course, it's all Jed has delivered, because he cares. And that's really contagious. And as far as anyone like myself, Jorge, and Jed, who went into the healthcare service, you did it because you care. I don't want to lose it. And I think we're kind of losing that in a way. And let's just leave it at that, because we're not getting the time as a patient needs to talk to the doctor, and that development of talking develops trust. And you need trust if you're going to be turning to a healthcare profession. What I've learned every day, actually coming here, is that I've been able to experience and rub shoulders with someone like Jorge and Jed himself and the others, doctors that are here. I think it's a changing world, but it's for the better. It's not a downer, but it takes special people. And that's what we're doing here at LifePath. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll ask questions. If you have any, we're always hanging around morning and whatever, we're hanging. And we love to answer questions because you learn. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming. Everybody has a giveaway gift at the other side. They're also going to do the draw over there right away. If you guys can head over there, and you guys can come and mingle and talk to everybody